Welcome back YouTube to me doing more picoCTF, and today we're starting with a challenge called Pico Browser. So as we can see, we did part 2 last time, so this is easier. If we just open the website and if we click flag, it says you're not Pico Browser and then our user agent. So if we go to Kaido and send this to replay, we can change the user agent to Pico Browser. And if we send this, we get the flag. So as I said, this was the easier version. Okay, moving on, our next challenge is called Irish Name Repo 3. It's part 3 of series of challenges. So we just need to log in to the admin login page, and if we go there, we see that there is this admin login, and we just need to supply the correct password so we can try test. It says login failed, but if we look at Kaido, we see there is parameter debug. It is set to false or 0. So if we send this to replay and change the debug to 1, we see the SQL query, and we see that password is this, but in the SQL statement is grfg. So if we copy this and go to CyberChef, we can see that it's the same length as test, so it would be possible that it's route 13, and it is. So this is the output, and route 13 can go both ways. So if we copy this and supply it as the password, if we send it right now, we will get test back. So we can use the glob exploit like last time, because I liked it a lot, like this. And if we send this, we get type O, so we can change it here. And if we send this, we get the flag. As we can see here, it's looking fine. Okay, so now we're done with the medium challenges, and because harder, well, pretty hard challenges, and yeah, I tried a few and I couldn't do them, so I will not do in order. Let's do the easiest one first, which has the most souls out of all of these, and it's called Notepad. So the description says this note-taking site seems a bit off, and we have the source code and the link. So this is the website. We just type something and then we're redirected to HTML file with the contents of what we wrote. And if we look at the source code, we only have one file, app.py. So yeah, this is Flask application. Here we see that we create a new node with post request, and it checks if in the content there are underscores and slashes, and if there is, then it redirects to that content error, and then it checks if there are more characters than 512, and if there are, then it redirects to long content error. Then it creates the name of the file, which is just in the static folder, then first 128 bytes of the content, and then this token URL safe, just basics for random characters, just for collisions, and then HTML file, and it opens the file and writes the content to it, and then redirects us to that file. So there are a few vulnerabilities in this app. The first one is path traversal, because it only checks for underscores and slashes, but we can do path traversal with dots and backslashes. Backslashes all works as well. And we also have ssti, and there is not much filtering here. So yeah, we can also look at our Docker file, and we see there is flag.txt. So we need to get rc or just open a file. Then we see that we are in app directory. We can also do tree to see all of the other directories and files in them. So we have templates and then errors with all the other errors. We see here on top that we have parameter error with bad content, and if we change this to anything else, then it just renders it here, and we will be using that. So first we need to do dot backslashes a lot of times, so it doesn't get in the name of the file. Let's do a few and then copy. This is enough, and then we need to do. So all we want to do is write a new file to errors directory, so we can then see the output of what we do. So we do app templates errors. Oh, we need to do backslashes. Now let's add ssti payload to check if it works. Then if we copy this and paste it here, we can submit it. Okay, let's change it a bit. Now we only have 126 characters, so we need 2 more. So let's do like, I don't know, a, and then the ssti payload. Now if we try this, we see we don't have any errors, so we can copy this part and then add the error parameter and just paste it here, and we see the output. We have all of these, and then in the back we have 49, which means that it works because 7 times 7 is 49. So we can go to payload all the things. We are on Jinja 2 remote code command execution, and because we can't use underscores, we are gonna do filter bypass, and we can just copy the last one because it bypasses basically everything. And if we use this and we submit it, then copy this part and do the same. We see that we did ID and it worked. So now we can cat the flag. In this case we can just do cat and star, cat all of the files. It will be just quicker because I know that flag is called just random things. I don't know why it didn't work. Oh, we did plus instead of a star. And we see in the back we have the flag. Styling suspiciously similar to pastebin. So yeah, I think that's it for today because we did one hard challenge and it took a while because hard challenges are way longer than medium ones, and this was the easiest one. So yeah, I think this is it for today, and I will see you in the next one.